Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek event. I am Penge and it's time for a little bit more Farm Manager. So last time out we set up these 7 greenhouses full of tomatoes or tomatoes, depending on however you want to pronounce it and where you are in the world. So full of tomatoes, tomatoes, potatoes, whatever. Well, these aren't potatoes, these are tomatoes. And these tomatoes are going to feed into the juice factory pretty much for 9 or 10 months of the year, I would have thought. We do have obviously over here our orchards, our apple orchard and our cherry orchard, which is going to be 63 days indeed until that's ready. That's shorter than I was expecting. 93. Oh, okay, the cherries are 30 days quicker to harvest than the apples. Oh, well, that's quite interesting. That is quite interesting. I hadn't realised. I thought they'd be more or less the same time. What about those? They're 93, so they're kind of the same as the apples, more or less. But these are 63. No, cherries have a shorter growing time. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so the problem is going to be, this is why I've got the tomatoes here, for big bits of the year, we're not going to have apples and we're not going to have cherries because they grow in the orchard and we harvest them once a year. So when there's no apples and no cherries, we are going to have to feed this thing tomatoes to make tomato juice in order to keep it going, to make it profitable. And we might as well, because then it's at least doing something, it's generating some cash for us, because it was very expensive to build and maintain. However, this is intriguing because I thought we were going to have to sort of compete between the apples and the cherry juice. We were going to feed them into the factory. So when they're ready, we'll turn off tomato juice production. We'll just switch it off in there. Go, no, don't make tomato juice anymore. Concentrate on making these. So it looks like now we'll be able to do cherry juice for, say, 30 days more. Well, 30 days before the apple juice. That is quite intriguing. So we might be okay. We're still going to have to keep an eye on this as to how it works because I don't think we'll be able to work all those cherries into juice in here. I just don't think it's possible before they all go off. We're going to have a lot of cherries from that orchard. And we're going to put them into here and turn as many of them as we can into juice. But I don't think we'll get them all. I just don't think it's plausible to get every single one of those cherries into juice. So at some point, the remaining cherries are going to go off. They will go off. So before they actually do expire and they turn into nothingness, we want to sell the remaining cherries. And then we'll have to do that with apples. We'll do that with the same thing with apples. So try and cram as many apples as we can into apple juice. Force them into the cartons, the cups, sorry, whatever, the bottles. People in this place are going to be working, whatever, triple shifts, 26-hour days, that kind of stuff. The poor juice factory workers are going to be thoroughly overworked in about, well, what, 2 months' time? 2 months' time? What's that? So at the end of July, the cherries are ready. Okay. Intriguing. So yeah, I don't think we're able to get the apples in either. So again, we'll have some apples left over. We shall have to keep an eye on it. We shall sell the remaining apples. When the apples are done and the cherries are done, we shall then go back to tomatoes for the rest of the year, and it'll carry on like that. Quick check, because we do have 6,175 bottles or units, whatever, of tomato juice lying around. Is the price of this going up at all? An absolute tiny little bit, but not really that much. If it got over 4, I'd be quite happy. It's 3.6 at the minute. If it got over 4, I'd be quite happy with that. But I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. So if we sold all that now, it'd be 22 grand. I think if we got over 4, that'd probably push it up to, what, 25 grand maybe? I'm not entirely sure. I'm just making that up. That's wild speculation right there. Okay, over here, there is also something to do. The peppers are ready. I noticed we do have a thing here. Collect 5 red peppers. Bet with a neighbour. Prove that you're a better farmer and collect 5 red peppers before the 9th of July 2021 to win 4,100. Well, neighbour, you are going to be sorely out of pocket because I am going to harvest these right now. Thank you very much. You might as well hand over your 4,100. Right, that needs watering pretty much immediately. Let's just get anybody on that. You go and water that. That's absolutely fine. How's everything else looking for water? That's looking okay. Now, it is raining. There's a little bit of rain going on. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Right, let's do the 2 pear fields. Let's get them watered as well with the sprinklers. Very good. And you as well. Just to keep it topped up, we might as well keep on it while we're there. So that'll keep those fields going. What about these fields? Oh, yeah, now the moisture is going down on these as well. The rain will hopefully help, but I might need to get some people on that. So let's do that. Let's just get you 2 on it. And don't imagine it takes that long to water those fields because they're only very small. So, yep, they're very small. We'll do that. We'll put water on those. Okay, we have 2 greenhouses here now. They've got nothing in. This one did have tomatoes in, but we got rid of those. It's got loads of tomatoes across the other side of the farm. And this one had cucumbers in, but the cucumbers are one of the plants where I don't quite understand it. These things, like the tomatoes and the strawberries, obviously grow on a plant. You take the tomatoes and the strawberries off of the plant, and a new fruit will grow back kind of in its place or wherever or somewhere nearby. These things here, the cucumbers, they presumably grow on, I don't know, out the ground or a vine or whatever. I don't really know about cucumbers. I don't know. Maybe they grow on a vine. But whatever, once they're harvested, they don't regrow. That's it. So maybe they just grow directly from a seed in the ground, possibly. So we've got ourselves 2 greenhouses here that are cultivated and ready for something to go in. Let's have a look what's actually going to be the most profitable thing for us to have in there. Let's have a little nosy, shall we? So, foliages, that's kind of the end result of all these things, isn't it? Right, cabbages are worth very little, I think. Now, I think there are going to be better things than that. Right, cucumbers, they're fairly profitable, and you get quite a lot out of them. You get quite a lot out of a greenhouse of cucumbers, so there's a lot of them. So that's around 2 maybe? No, not even that now. If that's 1.5 and that's 2.5, that's going to be 2, so a bit less than 2. It'd be nice if it told me the actual value. It'd be nice if it told me the number rather than doing this graph. But okay, red peppers. Ooh, right, red peppers are seemingly worth very much. Let's take cabbages off. Potatoes. Oh no, definitely not. Don't want potatoes. Potatoes are not worth much. Pumpkins are okay, but I don't think you get much out of a pumpkin crop. I don't think there's a lot of them. Raspberries we frustratingly cannot grow inside, but they're so good. Look at that. It's tremendous. And what else is there? Strawberries. Ooh, yes, strawberries. Okay. Now, see, this is the interesting thing about these greenhouses. Strawberries, they you don't get a lot out of them. You don't get a lot of strawberries from a greenhouse full of them, but they refresh fairly quick. They grow quickly. Whereas the red peppers, obviously they're worth a bit less, but you get more out of a greenhouse, but they grow slower. So it's a little bit sort of compromise as to what you want to do. I think we go for... We've got 2. Why don't we have another strawberry one and another red peppers one? I don't know why we can't do other coloured peppers. Why can't we do green peppers or yellow peppers or orange peppers? Why does it have to be red? I want different coloured peppers, damn it. So, yeah, I think, should we do another red peppers one here and a strawberries one here? And then that means that they won't ever need to be replanted either. They'll just sit there and quite merrily just work away. They'll just grow and we'll just harvest them. They'll just keep growing back. I think that sounds like a very good plan. So this one here, red pepper plant. Yes, 68 units of that. And over here, let's have strawberry seedlings. 177 units of strawberries. Okay, so they're ordered. They're cultivated. They're just waiting. So let's wait for those to arrive. Let's wait for them to get delivered by the little truck. Okay, that took longer than I thought it was going to take. That took a little while for the things to be delivered for these greenhouses. Okay, also just to point out, the research we're doing is the workshop for fruit growers. So in 50 days, that will be finished. Now, when do they harvest? 58 days. Oh, that is cutting it fine. So we'll have 8 days between learning the thing which gives us 10% extra fruit from our orchards and then the cherries being harvested. So that fits. That's very nice. That works out quite nicely indeed. That was entirely more luck than judgment. Right, okay, so this one here, red peppers. And there we go. Harvested the red peppers. Pay up, neighbour. Pay the heck up. Give me my 4,100. I mean, that was a fairly foolish bet to make, wasn't it? Given I have a greenhouse full of red peppers, that was a very foolish bet for that person to make. Okay, yeah, you 3 can go in and do that. And then we'll do strawberries in this one. And you 3 can go and plant those. Right, okay, so that's that underway. Splendid. Anything else going on? Those strawberries are growing. That's all kicking off. They're being planted. That's nice. They're growing. Those strawberries are going to be ready fairly soon. Okay, let's just speed that on. Let's just get that until they're ready to be harvested, because why the heck not? And then, just while I was waiting for, well, just before I started the video, actually, I did notice something that we do need to sort out. Let's just do this first. So let's get those all done. Get those harvested. The thing I noticed that needs to be sorted out is manure. There is an awful lot of manure around this farm. There's a lot of it lying around. And soon, we're going to be building bigger fields. So I did think we could sell loads of it, but soon we are going to be making bigger fields. You know, we might have more orchard fields. We might have some different kind of fields. Ooh, intriguing. But I did notice here that this manure storage thing is full. 8,800 out of 8,800. This one is the same. That's full with a little bit of liquid manure thrown in the side in a big bucket, presumably. That's nice. And so all the other manure that we've got is simply building up in the animal sheds. So, you know, that cow shed has got 2,286.95 kilograms of manure just lying around. This has got 3,700 kilos of manure just sitting around in there. I think we possibly might need to rectify that. 8,800. We're certainly going to need more than one of those. We're going to need more than one. So where can we put these? Where can we put these that are not going to be particularly, not getting anyone's way? There is space there. We can put another one here. But then if we're going to be building big fields and stuff at some point, we may want to start putting them near the fields. Now, one over here might be useful, possibly. Just out here, over, and that would be useful if we could put it there or there, but we can't because we've had to put things in there. It's a bit irritating, isn't it? We could move that well over and put one in here. That might be quite useful, just in case we need to fertilise the fields. Although, yeah, do they need fertilising after the things have been planted in an orchard? I can't quite recall. I don't think so. I don't think so. We've never re-fertilised this field, have we? No. No, we've never re-fertilised that orchard. I think once they're done, that's it. I think soil fertility stays kind of maximum with an orchard for some reason. I don't quite understand how that works. So, yes, we do need somewhere else to put our manure storage. Because, yeah, it's building up in the animal sheds. And that probably can't be good. That cannot be good for the animals. So, there is a fairly obvious spot where we could put a manure storage. Just to help, you know, keep some of the manure. Keep some of the poo out of the sheds. But it probably isn't going to go down very well with the people in this house. The permanent employees in this house might be quite cross. Now, some of them won't be bothered. Like Ira Johnson works with animals. She works with pigs all day, so she's used to the smell of manure and poop. But Isaac Hammond, Robin Mills, Elliot Bennett, Theo Johnston and Alice Andrews might not be best pleased because I'm going to build a manure storage thing just here. I'm going to put it just there next to the other ones. Let's get that done. I think it counts as a warehouse, doesn't it? Yeah. So it's only 1,600 now as well, thanks to our sort of cheaper options. And we're going to put it just there. So it's in line with the one at the back. Goodbye tree. We get a little bit of money for a tree. That's jolly exciting. That should help offset that a little bit. We are still going to need some more. Now, the other thing I was thinking was we need to make sure that we put it near the animals. We need it near the animal sheds because obviously also the people need to take the stuff from the animal sheds and put it in the storage. So if we put storage all the way over here, the people in the animal sheds are going to go, oh, crikey. Okay, right, hang on. Let me get this, I don't know, an armful of manure. Walking along the paths, walking by the orchards, drop it off over here and then go, oh, still got some more. Come all the way back, get some more, take it all the way back over there. So, yeah, it kind of needs to be nearby. Now, what I'm thinking is, we buy this tile or this plot of land or whatever it is. I think we might buy this one. Because we've got enough money. We've got just under 1 million, whatever the units of currency are, 1 million monies. So it's looking pretty good. It's looking okay. Let's just check the fields. I keep blabbing. Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah, that's good. Moisture-wise, that is absolutely fine. That is also fine. How are they looking? They should be pretty good. Okay, it's all looking okay. The tomatoes are growing. They're all growing. Ah, they're in. They're in. Those strawberries are in. They're growing. The red peppers are almost in. Okay, it's looking okay. It's looking fine. Right, okay, this is good. So, how much is it going to cost us to buy that next plot of land? Yeah, we've harvested strawberries. Lovely. Buy some land. Let's have a little look, shall we? So, yeah, if we wanted to buy this plot here. Now, you see, again, I think I look at the farm kind of slightly differently to this, don't I? I normally look at it that way. So, that's on the left. This is on the right. They're off in the distance. But no, so I have to kind of reorient myself when it comes to this. I think we buy that tile. 64,125 monies. Do you know what? That's absolutely fine. Let's do that. Let's buy ourselves a bit of land. How much is the next one going to be? 71. And then all those are going to be, yeah, so let's say 71, 81, 91, 100. So we could spend, I don't know, like 500,000 on getting all those spaces, which might be worth doing in the long run. Then we can just, you know, build freely rather than thinking, oh, I've got a little bit there, I've got a little bit there. Maybe we'll do that once we've got all these things harvested. So all the pears are done, all the apples and the cherries are turned into juice. We've sold the tomato juice. Maybe kind of at the end of the year when we sell the honey, maybe we'll expand our borders. Or, on the flip side of that, we could upgrade our house. We could do the building upgrade. 720 grand. We could do it now, but that leaves us a little bit sort of out of pocket. Maybe in the winter, because it's coming up, you know, the autumn's coming up. Fall is going to happen in, a month or so? No, not even that, is it? March, April, May, June. Yeah, so it's going to happen soon, I think. When does fall begin in this? When does autumn begin? Not entirely sure. December is the 21st is winter, isn't it? So November, October, September. Is that when that begins? Okay, maybe not then. And this is still spring. This still counts as spring. Of course it does. No, it's not. That's summer coming up. I am talking absolute tosh. Right, I'll just go and have some more tea, please, and I'll try and wake up a little bit. Ignore what I've just been saying. So with this bit of land purchase, the idea for this is going to be where the big animal sheds can go. Because they're still not too far away from everything else. So if we had big cow sheds and big pigsties and big goat sheds and whatever all over here, they're still not too far away from this. We might need to build another one of those, another sort of cooling warehouse for the meats and stuff to go into, and we'll build obviously a bigger slaughterhouse where we could put that over here. So these will still tick over quite nicely. These will still report to this slaughterhouse, and it shall all be fine. They'll all work normally. So then, yeah, we'll have more of the big animal stuff over here with the bigger slaughterhouse, another one of those thingamabobs, the refrigerated kind of cooling warehouses next door, and I'm sure that will work. So this bit here is pretty much going to be full of animal kind of shed things. However, we need to unlock them first. So it's going to be a little while before we can get that. It's going to be a little while before we can actually build all this in. But yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan anyway. And then over here, do we just go for orchards again? Do we just build a massive load of orchards? I think that's quite a good idea. I like that. And if we upgrade this building first, we upgrade that, it means we can then get ourselves 100 by 100 square fields and have even bigger orchards, which is probably a mixture between a good and a bad thing. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how it goes. At the minute, we're just sort of waiting. We're patiently waiting for either tomatoes to do something, to grow in there. Let's have a quick look to see how well they sell for the tomato juice. Oh no, that's on foliages. I was a bit, where is the tomato juice? Oh no, it's all gone wrong. No, the tomato juice is plummeting in price. 3.47, it was 3.6. We are going to have to sell it at some point. Oh no, the 11th. The shelf life has been extended. They must have put it in the cold place. They must have put it near a fridge or something. So yeah, 11th. We've got another, what, 5 months to sell that now. Okay, that's absolutely fine. Right, everything is sort of looking okay. Let's just run time on, probably until these are ready. I imagine the next thing we're going to have is, by the look of it, it might be those strawberries, but yes, these tomatoes here will probably be ready next. Whilst we wait for all this to come around, you know, the exciting harvest of our orchards, which shall be actually fairly exciting, I'm fairly intrigued to see how profitable it all is. Do you know what? These pear things need watering again, I think, possibly. I know it's not exactly plummeting, but that's going to come down in the next 75 days. So let's get them watered again whilst we're not doing anything else. We might as well just get that done. That'll help top them up. That's absolutely fine. Yep, okay. Yep, more strawberries harvested. Lovely. Thank you very much. One thing I am going to do is I'm going to harness the power of bees. Bee power. The bees are immeasurably profitable. They're very, very profitable. Look at all this honey we're getting. So let's just have a quick look. If we go to sell now, the honey, is tomato just gone back up? Oh, tiny fraction, but not enough. Not enough for me to sell it right now. Let's have a look at the buckwheat honey. Okay, so the buckwheat honey price has tanked slightly. Colza honey is also tanked. Multiflower honey has tanked. Okay, honey prices are lower than I wanted. But still, if we were to sell all that, that's 25 grand. Colza is 23 grand, so you've got about 50 grand there. Buckwheat, 35. So you've got, what, 85, 86 grand or whatever, just there. And we're not even through the summer yet. We're not even into summer. It's still spring. So they are making an awful lot of money. So armed with the knowledge that honey actually makes quite a bit of cash, I think what we're going to do is we're going to use this space here. This space here is kind of just empty, not doing anything. Nothing really fits in it. It could fit like maybe a warehouse in or something, but nothing kind of naturally fits, except possibly some more beekeeper cottages. So we are going to put in some more of these beekeeper hut things with another house for permanent employees. So another one of those. Get 8 people that can look after bees, and then we'll have that down here. Hopefully, even if there's one of those in the corner, which is a beekeeper house thing in the corner, the bees will still be able to reach these 2 fields. I don't think that's too far away. That's not much of an ask for the bees, is it, to go from there to there? It's about a 10-second fly, I would imagine. So, yeah, I think we get ourselves 8 more beekeeper house things, 1 more of these, and then we can make double the profit on our honey, which is very good. So if we can make like 200 grand a year on honey alone, that pays for so much stuff. That pays for so much maintenance and wages and everything else. So, yeah, I think that's a very good idea. So let's start working on that now. So we want to get ourselves some more of these. So yes, beekeeper buildings. So let's put some along here then, because there's no reason not to. Low amount of food. Oh, hang on a minute. I possibly might need to look at that. Wheat. 1.87 kilograms of wheat. Let's have a quick look. Have we run out of wheat? 232 kilos of wheat. That's probably not very much. I don't think that's very much. Let's buy ourselves some wheat quickly. Let's just go to wheat. Not wheat seeds. Actually wheat. Let's get ourselves, I don't know, 2,500 wheat for 3,100 money. So that's absolutely fine. We'll order that in. That's fine. That will sort that issue out. Right, where were we? Bees. That's the thing. Right. People who look after bees. So let's get ourselves, where were we? We're going into here and into there. Beekeeper building, which I still call a beekeeper cottage, and I'm not entirely sure why. So we'll put one just there, one there. We'll just space them along evenly, and one just there. Do we want that like that? Possibly we don't. Let's get rid of that well. Can we demolish the well? Can we get rid of that well for now? Just oh no, not the path, the well. Okay, well let's put the path back. Paved road can go back in. That's fine. And also, yeah, we might want that path going down there like that, possibly. Is that going to be a bit annoying, though? Because then we're going to have a path. We could put another one of those there and just have the path sticking out. Let's do that. Let's do that. Oh, I'm very good at dithering. I'm very good at high-level ditherations, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. Right, 4 of those are just there. That's probably good. Then we'll have the path going like that down the side, which is lovely. So they'll need hives behind them. So I'll have some hives. Might be able to put another 2 there. So that will be 6 over there. Because yes, also we've got 6 here with a field in the middle. So maybe we then need to have the 2 others over here with the beekeeper house. I'm going to put the house here for the employees. I'm going to put it just here. Because, and look everyone, I clicked on the right button. Are you proud? I didn't click on the staff button. I clicked on the house button. Let's put the house just there. Because we're going to need the house anyway. So that's fine. Have they sorted the food issue out in that building? Oi, employee. Ah, good, you have. Thank you very much. Good job. Yay, well done you. Yeah, if we've got 4 there, maybe we could pack this out with another 4 over there. Let's wait and see first. Let's get these 4 in here. Let's get them constructed. Let's build the hives. Let's see how much room there is behind these houses once all the hives are in, to then see if we can fit another 4 in, possibly. It might be a bit of a push. Another 2 sort of side on, and then have 2 more over this way. I don't know. Let's get these built first. Right, they are put together, which is splendid. Right, let's go into here then and go to hives. And let's just buy ourselves as many hives as we can. So yeah, if we try and tuck them as well as over as we can as well, so they can go just there. Okay, so 1, can we put it right next to it? 2, 3, 4. Yeah, can we do it in 4s? Can we do it in 4s perhaps? That'd be quite good. Like that. 1. Oh, I didn't hold shift down, you silly man. Right, 4, 5, that's 6, no, that's 7, that's 8, counting with Penge, and I've got it wrong. Okay, like that. So is that going to give us enough room to build 1 there? I don't think it is it? I've only just noticed there are actually bees. I never noticed that before. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised given they're beehives. I've never noticed that there's actually bees. Oh, that's lovely. That's a little bit terrifying. I would hate to be stood right here right now. But yeah, look, lots of bees. Hello, bees. Whee, lovely bees. Well done. But yeah, so I don't think I'm going to be able to get 4 more along the back of here. I think I'll be able to get 1 facing toward that path, 1 facing that way. That's no bad thing. So I can cope with that. So let's put them in now. Let's get them constructed. Nope, that's the wrong button. I'm very good at pressing the wrong button. Yeah, if we put it there, look. In fact, no, we can't even put it there because there's no room. There's no room there. So let's put 1 there, like that, and put 1 on the other side, like, why can't it go on the edge? It's a bit weird. Can't go just there. Okay, fine, just there will do, whatever. And then we'll put the other 2 just here. If we put 1 there and 1 on the edge, we're going to have some down the middle, some hives down here. That leaves a little bit of space here for something else. We could put, say, a warehouse here or something else useful. In fact, a warehouse might not go amiss just there. But let's get these all constructed first. While they're building those, let me put all the hives in. Oh dear, my neighbour is making more unfortunate bets that he is guaranteed to lose. Bet with a neighbour. Prove you're faster and produce 1 cow's milk before October to win 1,100 units of monies. I suspect my neighbour is an idiot. He's either very, very gullible or I'm very, very good at coercing him into doing terrible bets. But yeah, he's going to be very poor soon and we're going to have to bail him out at some point. We're going to have to go and buy his land or something. Because he's going to have not much money left if he keeps making foolish bets like that all the time. And Operation Maximise Profit from Honey is complete because look, we've got our 8 beekeeper hut things set up, our beekeeper houses, whatever they are, buildings, a bit generic. Beekeeper, I'm going to call them cottages because I like the idea of it. Beekeeper cottages, there are now another 8 of them. They are all staffed, all the people have got the maximum beekeeping skills, and that is particularly splendid. So that's going to make us an awful lot of stuff. And already, they've been in there literally minutes. Literally minutes. And look, they're getting honey out of their hives, which is splendid news. And even the one in the corner can reach both the buckwheat and the colza. So this over here, this little sort of beekeeping operation over here is going to be extremely, extremely lucrative. That is very good. Right, how are we doing for everything else? Okay, stuff is still ticking over quite nicely. That's been on the go slow. I've been having it on the sort of slow mode while I've been building all that. I think everything's looking okay. Yeah, we need to moisturise these now. Is the sprinkler still in those fields? No, but they've come down quite a lot in moisture already. Well, let's do these fields first, because these fields are in need of it some more. So let's moisture these. Moisturise. Do you moisturise a field? We could just say we're going to water it. That's probably slightly more logical than what the actual word is. Yay, and there we go. I've ripped off my neighbour some more by producing at least one cow's milk for 1,100 monies. Now, I have noticed here, I looked at this and thought, yeah, the goats, yeah, the big goat thing, that's not got enough food in it. Never mind, they'll sort that out. They'll put some wheat or whatever in there. But no, they don't eat wheat. They have grass, silage, crops, apples or pears. Now, this is unfortunate because we don't have any of these things at the minute. So I've just ordered some in. I've ordered some grass, some crops and some straw in. And hopefully they can get on with making some silage, because they need to make some silage, because silage is actually good. It's one sort of constant source of food. So hopefully they will actually start making silage in here. It's going to be very useful. Yeah, so grass sort of went up a little bit. Yeah, okay, it's good. So they're making silage again now. That's probably a good thing. They've got some grass in there. That's fine. Can you get some crops and some straw in there as well? Because I did order all those things. Oh no, insects on a field. Which one? Oh no, it's on the pears. It's on the pears, and the water things are probably out for there. No, okay, they're back. We've finished watering. Okay, let's do this. Let's go and insects, anti-insect spray. I have enough resources. Let's go and do that with the orchard tractor, with the orchard sprayer and Sienna more. Go and spray it, please, Sienna. Let's go and sort these insects out. We do not want them to affect our harvest of the pears, because the pears are going to be very, very lucrative indeed. Also, let's go and water that one with the other tractor. I'm sure that'll be fine. That's looking good. That's looking good. Bees are looking pretty profitable. These are going to be ready for harvesting soon. The buckwheat and stuff. Oh, we might want to water that right now. Let's just get that done. Just get that done. Does that need watering? Yeah, that needs watering as well. Now, it's quite good. We've got quite a lot of staff. This is tremendous. So it's all working very well. Strawberries just there. Yeah, let's get the strawberries out. Let's do that. Thank you. Anything else happening? What about the tomatoes up here? Oh, some of them are nearly ready. The juice factory is about ready to go back into operation. And now that our pear field has been cleared of bugs, we now need to water it again, because these pear fields, the big orchards, seem very, very thirsty. They take up quite a lot of moisture. When we did these not that long ago, they're already getting down to sort of, what, 3/4 moisture already. How's that one looking? Oh, that's going to need some watering as well. Yep, everyone just tend to everything. Everyone water everything. It's kind of peak summertime, so it's to be expected. Alright, and our fields are now ready for harvesting. Now, hopefully they will stick around for a bit. Hopefully they will stick around because, yeah, the bees are using those to make the nice honey. We don't want to harvest those because then the bees will go back from making the lovely, more profitable buckwheat and colza honey to just making the regular, still quite profitable, but not as profitable as the other two types of multi-flower honey. So let's just see. Let's see if we can hopefully keep these fields alive. Let's see if we can keep that alive. The soil moisture is okay for both of them. Yeah, now we can't water that one anymore. We can't water the buckwheat. Let's, before that gets in. Oh no, that's ready for harvesting now as well. That's bearing fruit, which is a curious phrase, given that it's not actually fruit. Unless colza is a fruit. Is buckwheat a fruit? No, is bearing fruit just a phrase I use to say yes, it's ready. Come and get the stuff off it. I don't know. Right, look, they're all changed. Oh, the cherries have changed colour. Right, water the cherries. Water the cherries. Imperative to water the cherries, please. That's very important. Right, the moisture of that's going back up. We might have to do the apples again as well once one of these is done. But yeah, the cherries definitely need watering. And look, they've changed colour. They've got the white blossom has gone. The white blossom has gone. And now we've just... Oh, I can hear the watering noise. That's good. The scarecrow is going to be getting absolutely drenched. Yeah, well, you should be a bit scarier, shouldn't you? Yeah, so this is intriguing. This thing I don't understand, by the way. I don't get this. I thought with a sprinkler like that, you would have to plumb that into a well. It requires access to water. I thought you'd have to plug it into a well because essentially it's just it would have a hose running through and it would just be a massive, massive hose. I mean, how it waters the ones in the corner, I don't know. But let's not go there. Let's not get picky and technical. So, yeah, but it doesn't seem to plumb it into water. I don't know. I don't quite know how it works. Unless if I didn't have that there, let's say if I didn't have that pump just there with its range of 100, I had only had that there, that well. Maybe if that pump didn't reach in the middle of there where sort of sprinkler thing is, it wouldn't work. I don't know. I mean, it's just in range of that well. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure how they work. But okay, yeah, let's water these as well. Can we do that? Yeah, orchard tractor, sprinkler. How are they doing? The moisture's coming down already. Right, we've got many, many fields ready to harvest. What's going on? Slow time, please. Slow time. Normal speed time. It's not down there, which means it must be tomato time. Okay, how long have we got left on that? 13 days. Okay, right, you've got 13 days of tomatoing. Let's do this. Right, let's get those ones out. Let's get these ones out. Let's just do everything. All of these. Everyone's got good sort of skills at getting the harvesting, getting the maximum amount of crops from these things. So yeah, there we go. And there's another. This is quite handy, this thing up here. So there's 7 people not doing anything. Now there's 4 people not doing anything. Right, they're all ready. Go, 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 go. Go and get tomatoes. Put them in here. Let's make tomato juice for as long as we can before these cherries then appear. And then, once the cherries are in, we then need to get ourselves some seasonal employees, which will be intriguing. We've not actually done that yet because we want the seasonal employees to actually harvest the stuff from the orchards. And the first tomato greenhouse has been fully harvested with tomatoes. They have put it into the juice factory, and the juice factory is once again producing tomato juice, which is jolly good. So, you lot in here, Luke Long, Jackson Hopkins, Violet Reese, Elsie Newton, and Joseph Brown, you better buckle up because things are going to get very busy for you guys over the next sort of, what, 3 or 4 months? More tomatoes harvested, oh my goodness, and we've got 2 more of these ready. So let's go and do that. You can get those ones out. You can get those ones out. It's absolutely fine. I'm sure in seconds time that'll be ready. Let's just speed time on a tiny bit just to make that happen. Come on, let's get this greenhouse here. More tomatoes harvested. Thank you very much. Yep. Well, okay, while we wait for that, we've got some training to do. So what shall we pick? What shall we pick? I think now we're going to get ourselves some seasonal workers. So there was the thing about seasonal workers, wasn't there? Increases the speed of strength regeneration for seasonal workers by 15%. Because we are going to get some seasonal workers to work in the orchards. Let's do that. It's 3 grand. It takes 14 days. It's not very long. So let's just do that. Let's get that sorted. Get that out of the way. Right, come on. Let's get this last greenhouse. At least someone working in it. At least someone doing the stuff. Oh, there's 2 days left. Okay, a little while longer than I thought. Now that's interesting. One of the things that's come in saying high demand. Sell 12 turkeys for 9,600 monies. But I don't have turkeys anymore. I got rid of them because they were really irritating. So do you know what? I think we can go straight into this. Reject that pretty much straight off. That's that out the way. That's rather splendid. Right, Juice Factory is absolutely working overtime. There's another 325 ooze in here. There are 4,500 kilograms of tomatoes in that. They are working frantically to turn into lovely, lovely, lovely juice. So that's rather splendid. How is everything else looking? Right, we've got some silage, which is good, so we can feed things again, which is lovely. Lots of goats. It's all going rather well. The next thing we're going to get then is these in not very long. 4 days until the cherries are ready. What's that telling me? Oh, some strawberries are ready over here, are they? Oh no, just there. Strawberries, yeah. Well, let's get those well, not out the ground. Let's get those done. Let's get those harvested. Don't take them out the ground. That's going to cause more problems. We've got so many tomatoes. We've got 11,000 tomatoes. That is a lot of tomatoes. I don't think they're going to be able to do anything with those 11,000. I think I could sell half of those tomatoes right now. Shall we go and have a quick look? Can we sell half of them? Oh, the price of tomatoes is rather good. How many have we got? 11,000. What if I were to sell 5,500 tomatoes? 8,200 in profit. Yeah, do that. Because we're still not going to work our way through 5,700 tomatoes, I wouldn't have thought. Because very soon, we're going to have cherries. We're going to have many, many, many cherries coming in here. And then apples. So, right, strawberries harvested. Okay, the last one of these is being worked on. So, the last tomato greenhouse. And then, yeah, it's going to be cherry time. So, right, how about we go and get ourselves some seasonal workers. Now, how many do we need? Right, the cherries are ready. Now, this is where we need to go into full-on make this work mode. We need to make this actually work properly because we don't want them to be making tomato juice anymore once the cherries are harvested. Once there's cherries in here, we don't care about tomatoes because tomato juice, not profitable. Cherry juice, yes, nice and profitable. So we need to go to this, go to the harvesting thing, go to machines. Now, how is this going to work? So Sienna Moore can drive the thing, and then these lot are going to come in and do the stuff. Okay, so how many people can we put? Oh my goodness. Holy moly's. Okay, well, let's get ourselves... That's giving us... Sienna's driving the tractor. How many of the staff has it given us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's everyone else. Every single other employee is working on this. So, okay, let's get ourselves 10 of these, because we can have 24. 10 seasonal employees. Right, take the permanent thing off, because that seems a little bit pointless. And this thing here is what we're after. So this sunshine thingy. Now, I don't think we can improve that. We can't train them in it, obviously, because they're just seasonal. So we want to make sure we get go through and make sure we get the best people. And nobody's got 5 out of 5, which is unfortunate. There we go. Sophie Wheeler. Until the 26th of October. Yeah, that's probably fine. Yeah, that's okay. I think that's pretty good. So let's go through and just get ourselves 10 people first. I'll just go through this now. I'll refresh it as required. Get 10 people. I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll have 4 or 5s. I think we'll be fine. Anything less I don't particularly want. So 4s and 5s we'll take. So let's get 10 of those. Okay, done. I suspect I might have got 11 people. Okay, 11. Do you know what? Never mind. We've got 11 people of harvesting 4 or 5 or above. They are, well, obviously not above 5 because that's the maximum, but 4 and above. And they are going to then go away on the 26th of October. So they've got a little while. Right. Now, this is important. So, machines. We want to do this. We want the orchard tractor, whichever. Let's have number 2. Why the heck not? A box trailer. And then we want to pick all of the seasonal employees. Ah, maybe they've not arrived yet. Maybe I need to move time on in order for them to actually arrive at the house. Right, are they here now? Does it count that they're here? Now I've moved time on a little bit? I'm not entirely sure. Let's go and find out, shall we? Let's do that. Let's pick Sienna. Let's pick the box trailer. Let's try and pick ourselves seasonal employees. Yes, right, okay. Maybe just needed a little bit of time to tick in there. Yeah, this is a bit tedious. I only want to pick seasonal employees. I don't want to pick the permanent employees. I want to pick the seasonal ones. So can I sort of say, yes, autofill with seasonal employees, please? That would be far more useful because this is going to take a long while. In fact, is it easier to just go autofill and then take these people off? Just go clear, clear. Yes, it's probably a lot easier to do that, isn't it? Take all you guys out the mix. Or the permanent employees. Yeah, bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. And keep going. Oh, my goodness. There's an awful lot of you. Okay. Right, good. So we should have 11 of those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 people. Yeah, accept. Go and do that. Your job is now clear. Cherries. Cherries are the way forward. So they're all pouring out the house. And I didn't see them go into the house, but they're all pouring out. Oh, look, they're doing it by hand. Oh, my goodness, they're doing all this by hand. This could take quite a long time. They've got the box trailer with the tractor, which is good, so you can load it all in. That's fine. I mean, you've parked in a very, very inaccessible place for them, but never mind. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, look. Cherries. It's filling up with cherries. Oh, and it looks tremendous. Yes. Okay, that looks very good. That looks good. I like that. That's working well. It's working very well indeed. Okay, so we've got all these people harvesting cherries. This is cool. I like that. So they're working. They're bringing it in big boxes or punnets or whatever they're called. I don't know. You're just sat in the tractor. You could go out and help. This tractor is not going to move for a little while. You could go out and help them, but no, never mind. You stay where you are. Okay. So you can tell the ones that have done because obviously the colour changes because they've taken the cherries off. So the trees become greener and slightly less red in colour. That's still going to take a little while, isn't it? That's going to take a little while to kick in and get finished. What else is going on? Right, well, strawberries over here. Autofill with you guys. That is splendid. Anything else going on? No. Can we sell tomato juice for any great profit yet? I bet we can't. Okay, let's just have a quick look. Tomato juice is 3.7. Okay, so I shouldn't be sort of lulled into a false sense of security with this spike because I wanted it to be over 4. 3.7 is still very, very good. I still want it to be over 4 before I sell it because it was 4.5 once upon a time. Maybe now is the time for tomato juice. Maybe its price shall soar. Right, I think it's time to adjust what we're looking at the top here. I'm fairly happy that the whole sort of cheese plant thing is now working fine. So let's take the milk and the cheese out. Keep an eye on the honey. That's fine. Tomatoes and tomato juice. Now in here, let's put cherries and then cherry juice. Now, I imagine we're not going to have cherry juice just... Oh, apart from I can't spell. That also doesn't help. So cherry juice. Now, another thing we could do is, in the future, we could build ourselves a frozen... whatever it was. Frozen fruit plant or whatever it was. Frozen goods thing. Because we are going to have lots of cherries left over. So at the minute, we're going to sell them, which is fine. We're either going to turn them into fruit... into juice, sorry, turn them into fruit. They are a fruit. We can either turn them into juice or we can sell them. Now we could, if we had the freezing plant, whatever it's called. What's it called? Like a frozen goods plant or something, isn't it? What is it? Let's have a quick look. Where is it? It's quite massive. It's massive. Frozen food factory, even though the food is all fruit. It's cherries, strawberries, and raspberries. But there we go. So frozen food / fruit factory. We could put one of those in at some point. We won't do it now because I think we need to get the money from all these things first and maybe do that next year. Good grief, we've got plans going on. But yeah, I think that probably is a good thing. And then we can at least maximise the profit from the cherries we get, which is good. I like the sound of that. Right, okay, the cherries are now in here, I think. They've been put into the warehouse with cooling. 13,000 kilograms of them. So, it's time for a big change in this place. No tomato juice. Everything cherry juice. Take as much as you need. Make cherry juice. Make cherry juice like there is no tomorrow. Ah, excellent. Also, our training is done, so our seasonal workers who are out in the field right now should have a little bit more strength to help them keep going. Right, I think that's the cherries that have just been delivered into the juice factory. So let's have a look. If we just speed time on a little bit, they're going to start making cherry juice. 100% of your time should be on cherry juice. You're all in there. Stuff should be happening. Cherry juice, please. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Make some more cherry juice. Make any... Yes. Splendid. Okay, they're making cherry juice. We should see a thing appear up here very soon with cherry juice and telling us how much we've got, and then we can sell it and it should be glorious. Right, okay. What should we do from these then? 20% cheaper workers, not bothered right now. Maybe we get the bigger buildings now. So the cows building, the pigs building, and the goats building. Not so bothered about reducing the price of buildings right now. The wear and tear of machines, that's only 10 days, so we could get that done fairly quickly. Everything else, the maximum price of products. Loans I'm not bothered about. I don't think I need a loan, particularly right now. And those other things are quite useful. Everything else is sort of useful, but not really required. And then we get down to stuff here which isn't particularly useful. Rate of production by 20% could be useful, as could storage capacity. As could storage capacity. Ah, what do I want to go for? What do I want to go for? My plan was... next year, oh, but if you can hear a creaking noise, by the way, it's my chair. Well, my chair that has now become a stool because it's so utterly dilapidated, it's falling apart. It's now creaking as I move. That's brilliant. So if you can hear a creaking noise, I apologise. My chair is falling apart. My plan was next time to get some of the bigger animal things out over here, but maybe we don't do that. Maybe we just sort of run for another year, maybe? Run for a whole year's worth. I mean, it'd take quite a long time to do a year, but and get more fruits and stuff sorted? I don't know. I don't know. No, we're going to go down this. Let's get the cows buildings, the pigs buildings, and the sheep and goats buildings done for next year. Because that's what we can do next year. So yeah, alright, well, let's get the third level of cow building in. 40 grand. Weird enough, I thought that would be the most expensive option. I thought that would be the most expensive, with sheep and goats possibly being the cheapest. But no, it's the other way round. But okay, 60 days. Cows building. The biggest one we can build is underway. And we hopefully should have some cherry juice. Okay, it's not been shipped into the warehouse bit yet, so we can't actually see how much it's going to cost us. Oh, well, how much it's going to make us. But that is very intriguing. Right, the other thing we need to keep an eye on is there's a load of tomatoes in here now. We need to sell those tomatoes, I think, because they're not going to be used for anything. When are they going to go off? The 8th. 10th of the 8th. Oh, crikey. Right, sell all the tomatoes now. That's absolutely fine. Tomatoes all gone. When do the cherries go off? 1st of the 9th. So we've got a little while for cherries to go off. Okay, that's good. Tomato juice. Has it gone back over 4 yet? No, it's kind of peaking there. Do you know what? Let's just sell it. Let's have a clean slate. Let's just sell the tomato juice. Get rid of that. Bosh. Tomato juice gone. Nice profit coming in. Very welcome. And obviously we still haven't taken into account all the honey we're going to get over Christmas time as well, which is lovely. We can sell that for some nice monies. Okay, so let's just speed time on. I want to see how much we can get in terms of the cherry juice. I want to take it out of there once I've got whatever the amount is that they have to then ship it out of the factory into the warehouse. I want to see how much money we can make off of that. I think they're done. Are they done with the thing? Are they done with the harvesting? I think she's just driving the tractor back and putting the stuff away. I think it's finished. I think they have finished harvesting that field. Yes. 38,500 cherries, pretty much. I like the way they counted each individual cherry. Well done, everybody. I wanted an exact count of all the cherries. No, this is one out. Failed. Go back and I don't know, harvest them all again. That's very, very accurate. Right, okay. We've got some cherry juice. We've got some cherry juice. Oh, I'm very excited. We've been building up to this for so long. Right, and it's yeah, for 825 units of it, making 10 grand is fairly impressive, and the price is creeping back up. I'm going to hold off on that. I'm going to hold off on selling that until it gets over 13 possibly, because it was 13.5 at one point. Now just dipped below 13 monies per bottle. That's very expensive. That's very expensive for cherry juice. Is it that nice? Is cherry juice that delicious? I'm amazed. I'm actually amazed. Right, whilst that's going on, Let's just check the moisture of these. Okay, yeah, it's not looking great, is it? 17 days. Right, water this one, please. I've set the other field to water, the other pear field, because that was looking a bit low. So let's just speed time on. Let's get this done. And yeah, you've got, what, 17, well, maybe a bit more than that, maybe 20 days to get as much juice as you can out of those cherries. So you just work. You guys work as fast as you can. Oh no, my gamble on waiting for it to go above 13 monies per unit has failed, because now look, it's dipped from 12.98 to 12.51. That is a fairly catastrophic slump in prices for cherry juice. I do have, however, until the 28th of February next year to sell this stuff. So I'm going to keep it in there. I'm going to keep it for as long as I can and hope that it creeps back up over 13. I'd be happy with that. If it goes over 13, I am going to be very happy. But I think, do you know what, for now, we're going to call it a day. Next time, we'll get these other fields harvested, so we'll have to deal with the sort of the juggling of the apples, which are going to come through in not very long at all. How long's that got? Because that was the same as the apples pretty much. So 11 days until the apples are ready to be harvested. We're then going to have to see what we do with the cherries and the apples and check, you know, shelf lives and how long we've got and how much stuff we've got in there. Like we've got 2,500 units of cherries. Are we going to be able to turn all of those into juice? I don't think so. So we're going to have to do some selling of cherries because they're going to go off. And then try and get as many apples as we can in before they'll go off. Selling the pears, maybe keep some of them for food. Could we keep some of them for food and sell the rest of them? That might be a good idea. So we'll see how many we've got. Do all that kind of stuff. And then over here, maybe next time, we'll either go for animals or possibly over here, go for the frozen food kind of thing. And maybe buy this tile here and put a great big raspberry field in. A great big raspberry field. Because we've got all the stuff probably to plant raspberries. I don't know. I need to check. But a great big raspberry field would be good. Because then we could put the big frozen food thing over here. And we could keep some of our cherries and some of our raspberries from the field we plant. And the raspberries seem to be very, very profitable anyway. So that is what's going on. It's quite busy, isn't it? The farm is getting very busy. The Lovely People's farm is certainly burgeoning into quite a busy place. Quite a lot of staff. 65 staff. 25 of them are doing absolutely nothing right now, but 11 of those are the seasonal workers. Oh, there is a little bit to do just here though. Where was that? Where did I see a thing saying it was ready to harvest? That? Yeah, there we go. So we'll get you guys in. Oh no. But now it's going to pick the seasonal workers. No, I don't want the seasonal workers. I want my permanent employees to do that, please. Like so. Splendid. Is that ready as well? Okay, normally it has an icon above it, doesn't it? There's a little pointy icon above it, but no, that appears to have not appeared this time round. Never mind. Right, we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll get those harvested as well. So there we go. It's going very well. It's going very well. There is a lot going on. It's enough to keep us very, very busy. And soon, yeah, maybe we'll go down the different routes of either bigger animal things, which we're researching anyway. We're training in the big cow sheds, or we'll go down the frozen food factory, or both. Who knows? Who knows what randomness I'm going to try and attempt next. And hopefully it shall succeed. If you are still enjoying this, please do leave a like, and also please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on with our future ventures here on the Lovely People's Farm. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time.
How much cake did you have?
Not a lot, you buggered off to the door. Blah, can I be sick down our back? Oh good, there's nothing creepy about some mysterious, ethereal humming. Oh no, Mum's been on the gin again. Mum's been on the gin and she's been watching rom-coms. Oh Mum, no, what have you done?